Hi, welcome to DC Fan Gives Hope. So, some earlier stills and footage have been seen by CinemaCon and they're ecstatic about it, okay? There's talks about men riding on sharks, Braveheart forming battles under sea, Black Manta being awesome, the there's other creatures. It's going around the world in this movie. This is going to be some sort of epic masterpiece of the DC movie franchise. But lo and behold, these are pre-visual stuff, right? These are not unfinished credit, but give credit due. James Wan has said that he doesn't want to release anything until he's happy and successful. So, when did this start happening? When has directors now given more say on when a trailer gets released and everything else? How come he has become more powerful than somebody like Zack, who had to deal with BVS and getting an ultimate cut? How's this? Is this because of the new management in DC that they're allowing directors to have more of a say in their movies? Is it looking promising? Maybe. But but what it also says to us, what I've read in the credits, and because of the storyline that I'm hearing coming from Aquaman, it's still different from Justice League. It's not as it doesn't sound like it's camp or it's funny, or it feels like DC is not making movies the Marvel way. They have still got their thing. Maybe they stepped in with Justice League because they thought it was just too dark, and they wanted it to be a success for everybody and for all young family members, being the first Justice League film out. We've got Shazam coming out, which tends to be, and it has been quoted as a family film. It has to be, let's be honest. It's about a boy who becomes a big man, and becomes a hero. He's going to have this childlike ability, so it's got to be family friendly. But that's not to say Suicide Squad 2 will be family friendly. It can't be. Aquaman Under the Sea with creatures and sharks, young boys will love it. Young boys, 12-year-old, 13, 14-year-old boys with it, and girls as well, will love that idea. But it might not be, okay for every member of the family, because it's under the sea and it's creatures and everything else. So it seems to me that DC is not cornered what every DC film should be like. There is still some freedom given to the directors. So I can't wait. It's a promising look, and I was thinking for a while Aquaman will set the tone, but I don't think that anymore. I think DC has still got this idea of each film being different, and they don't want to follow the Marvel formula by having all the films sort of with the same ingredients. To me, DC still seems to be going down the director's route, and this is why you have this Batman movie that could become dark and not follow the same suit as the Justice League. Otherwise, you won't get Matt Reeves, and then of course you've got Steven Spielberg coming in, and he's powerful. Let's say it. If Steven Spielberg really makes Black Hawks, okay, he's a powerful director. Do you think he's going to let a studio tell him how to make a movie? No. And that is how DC will get the good directors in. That is how DC will be different from Marvel. I said in my last video, give credit due with Marvel. They've planned it out and they've got to the stage where everybody loves them, but at the same time all the films seem similar. But DC can't do it the Marvel way, is giving more credibility to the directors. They have learned maybe their mistakes, or this new film board that's behind DC learned the mistakes that they made with maybe Zack Snyder and Justice League and everything else, and this is on. And probably that's more of a reason to release sort of a Snyder Cut, because they want to get everybody on board You know, give credit to the directors, have the Snyder fans or whatever happy and release that sort of cut. So everybody's happy, everybody's enjoying Justice League and all the two different versions of the way of viewing it. So things are looking up for DC. We'll have Wonder Woman now set in the 80s, and that to me, there's some sort, I don't know if there was a clip shown or images shown, but she becomes more in tune with the powers or whatnot in this film, and I think it still has that serious tone and non-constant comedy. I watched a video one time of a fan, and she believes that, you know, she watched the Avengers Infinite Wars or whatever it's called again, Infinity Wars, and she says that it lacked very, you know, female superheroes. And then she goes on and saying, maybe Wonder Woman, I don't think she's ready to join the team yet, but maybe she'll. And I went, what? You still think Wonder Woman's Marvel? Seriously? You know, this is it. So it is looking good. It is looking promising to have these interesting films. May it not be as big as as any sort of Marvel movie, but at least it'll be different, and that is what I'm excited about for DC, that I'm not seeing the same movie over and over again. Thank you. Let us know your comments below. Please subscribe. Please check out my Facebook page, DC Fan Gives Hope, where I spend most of my days. Okay, thank you very much.